Not necessarily a good thing for my boys in Cheeseland. Let's get to it. Packers on the road against the Buccaneers. Just the third ever meeting between Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. Each have won a game. Early second quarter, Packers up 10-0. It's 3rd and 10 at their own 22. Rodgers to Davante Adams, but it is picked. That's the first pick this season for Aaron Rodgers, and it's returned for 6. His third career pick 6 for Rodgers. Bucs now trail just 10-7. Packers next possession, 3rd and 4 at their own 32. Again targeting Adams, and it's again picked, this time by Mike Edwards. He returns it. It looks like it's going to be a pick 6, but no, he goes down at the 2. So Rodgers threw 0 interceptions in his first 156 attempts, and then 2 interceptions in those last 3 attempts. Very next play, Ronald Jones, the second handoff. I mean, that's easy. Bucs now up 14-10. Next, Tampa drive, 3rd and goal at the Packers 7. Tom Brady fires that one off to Tyler Johnson. Touchdown. I think I blinked and the Bucs were up 21-10. Packers 3rd and out, and Bucs 3rd and 6 at the Green Bay 12. To Gronk. Rob Gronkowski, his first touchdown of the season, so he moves 3rd all time in touchdowns by a quarterback-receiver combo. Tampa up 28-10 at the half. In the second half, Packers down 31-10. Adams can't stay in bounds. Makes the grab, but didn't get both feet in. We can't thought bubble that because there would be naughty words. Jones now gets the handoff. He's able to punch it in. It's his second touchdown of the day. 38-10 was the final in this one. Both backup quarterbacks got time. Not Jordan Love, though, for the Packers. Speculate as to why. They're getting off to a 10-0 lead. Green Bay allowed 38 straight points. Now, according to Elias, that's the most consecutive points Green Bay has allowed in any game started by Aaron Rodgers, including the playoffs. Guys, I want to get to you about Aaron Rodgers' play because, Tim, when he threw that pick 6 very early in the game, it seemed like the before and after. What did you see from Rodgers?
Well, you're right. That turned everything. That certainly was the momentum swing of the game. But I thought beyond that, what happened was, they didn't do as good of a job protecting Aaron Rodgers. And, as a quarterback, things can kind of snowball on you when that happens. I don't care how good you are. This is just a great play by Jamel Dean. He's got no help over the top. He's playing against a very good wide receiver in Davante Adams, and he jumps it. And that's what he does. And then the next time out, Rodgers kind of looks different. Misses Mercedes Lewis when he's wide open. And then this is what I mean about pass pro. Levante David getting by Jamal Williams. Then a 3rd and 5 situation where he's holding the football, and he's fortunate that Antoine Winfield Jr. doesn't pick that one off. He's trying to force it to his tight end. And then again, a pass protection issue with the blitzing linebacker Levante David on Aaron Jones, who normally does a very good job in pass pro. So I think it was just one of those situations where once something bad started happening, it started to snowball. And then you started to see it show up, in their pass protection. And then when you look at Aaron Rodgers' final numbers, it's shocking because he's under 50%. He throws 2 picks. And that Packers offense that had been so good just didn't look like the same offense we've seen so far this year.
Yeah, it was 160 yards passing for Aaron Rodgers. Nick, it was Levante David who said before the game, "Unleash me." That's what he said to the coaching staff. He wanted to disrupt Aaron Rodgers. He wanted to get in and disrupt the running game for Aaron Jones. What did you see in terms of pressure from that Bucs defense?
I mean, they got after him. And look, we knew Tampa was good and their defense was solid. So going into this game, I said the biggest thing for Tampa was going to be to limit the penalties. And they went in this game and they did that. The momentum in this game flipped like a switch. So you think it's 10-0 here. The Packers had all the momentum, and then all of a sudden, boom, pick 6. 10-7, then you go out and you throw another interception, and then that's all it takes. The momentum had shifted and drastically, and then from then on, Tampa just stayed on the gas, and they never let off. So I've been a part of the game, Super Bowl against the Falcons. We're down, the momentum shifted, and once that happens, it's almost impossible. The dominoes started to fall, and Tampa just continued to put the pressure on the Packers. And we saw a lot of miscues and protection, and they just didn't look like they were in sync. So hats off to Tampa. They had a good game plan.
Tampa literally pressured Aaron Rodgers more than any other game this season. The last time Nick and I talked about Bucs game, the question was, where is Rob Gronkowski? And obviously that was before the injury to O.J. Howard. But today, Gronk got in the end zone. Tim, what did you see from him today?
Well, I think that we just saw why they need to use Rob Gronkowski. Beyond the fact he's a really good player, the rapport with Tom Brady is just something that, you can't really be denied. Good example here. It's a drop 8 coverage. They're going to drop a defensive lineman out into coverage and just rush 3. Well, Rob Gronkowski's played a lot of football and does a great job of uncovering. Brady anticipates him uncovering, and it's a nice pickup. Then down in the red zone, condensed split and an opportunity for a jump ball fade with a lot of room for the quarterback to work with. When you have a guy as big as Gronk who can adjust to the football, it's just so hard to defend. Then here, a disguise, Green Bay's coming with a zone pressure, but Oren Brooks, because he is disguising it, can't get underneath Gronk, can't get enough depth when you consider how big Gronk is and the way that ball can just be thrown over the top. And so I think this was a really good example of why Gronk does need to be a part of the passing game, year off last year or not. He really helps them, and there's such great chemistry between Brady and Gronk still.
It seemed to take him some time to get back into football shape, whatever that may mean for some people. He jokingly said, Nick, I'm just blocking. I'm blocking a lot. Well, today he did more than blocking. He had those 5 receptions for 78 yards and the 1 touchdown. What do you think?
I think it's confidence, and when you don't play for a full year and you don't have a regular offseason, we all have seen that the training camp, OTAs, minicamp was all disrupted. So I know there's chemistry between Rob and Tom. We all know that. But when you're out there in actual game situations, I think it's different. And Tampa doesn't want to force feed the ball to Rob. There's other weapons. There's other people on that field. And that team in general, that offense is new as a whole. There's a new head coach with the OC and the quarterback. So you don't want to overdo things. And I think that Rob right now is going to have a bigger role in that offense. And he stepped up today. And I expect him to continue to do that as the season progresses.
One of the big things is that Green Bay has done a tremendous job scoring this season. They've been averaging 38 points per game. Today, just 10. So how did the Bucs do it? Let's get to Bruce Arians.
I think the big turnaround was obviously, they came out to a pretty quick start, and we kind of hung in there, and then Dean made his play, and that kind of changed the whole momentum, I thought, in the whole stadium. Came right back with another one, knock it in, get the lead, and I thought our offense, as a team, I don't think we had any penalties, don't think we had any sacks, and don't have any turnovers. We're going to be hard to beat. And so we kind of set a new standard for ourselves in that regard against a quality opponent. And we're just able to get after Aaron, and once we got the running game shut down, it was just a matter of getting after him. And Todd did a great job with multiple looks and coverages.
There were a lot of great performances on defense, but in particular, your 2 linebackers, Levante David and Devin. Yeah,
their speed shows up. I mean, over and over, just sideline to sideline, but they're excellent blitzers, and so when you have Shaq and JPP out there, it's hard to send them all the time, but that's 4 really good blitzers.
Thanks.
Next question will come from Greg Allman.
Hey, Bruce, in Chicago, this offense wasn't very good in the red zone, but today, every time in that second quarter you guys had a chance, you came away with 7. How important was that to separate things and to really give some distance there?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge, and I think the chunk plays led to touchdowns. Once we got in the red zone, we had our opportunities last week. We just didn't execute very well. We didn't execute very well the whole game, but I thought everybody stepped up and stepped in, and great play by Tyler. Great protection because he's the 4th read on that play. Can't say that we've ever completed that ball on that play, but Tom did a great job and Tyler ran a great route.
Bruce, to have 28 points in one quarter, that's the most the Bucs have ever had in a quarter. Is that the best quarter you think you've ever had as a coach?
It's one of them. We've had some really, really good ones. I think we had a couple pick sixes against San Francisco one year and jumped on them. But, you get a defensive score and then offensively just take the game over. It was, we gave up the first quarter, but we won the second quarter pretty good.
Thanks, Coach.
Mm-hmm. Next question will come from Jenna Lee.
Hey, Coach, group effort today, but what can you say about the job that Rob Gronkowski did? He finally got to taste the end zone as a Buccaneer.
Yeah, I thought Tom and Rob had great connections, crossing routes. We got the matchup we were looking for on the fade ball, and Gronk did a heck of a job of adjusting to that ball and getting the touchdown. So I just wish he could have spiked it with his right shoulder, but his right shoulder's hurt. So he missed his good spikes, but he made some huge plays on us.
You answered that next question that I had. What can you say about the job that Rob has done? Because you know what it's like to take a year away from football, although that was coaching and not playing, but just to get himself back into playing condition and to be able to make the impact that he did.
Yeah, I mean, it speaks volumes for him, and he's playing with a bum shoulder. So the blocking, the receiving, he's just one of the best all-around tight ends to ever play the game. And, he's in good football shape right now. We just got to continue to watch his snap count.
Next question will come from Ira Kaufman.
Bruce, how proud are you about your offensive line and specifically pass protection coming off, a mediocre effort against Chicago? How'd they hold up today?
Again, no penalties. I don't think we had any sacks. So, yeah, I thought they played outstanding. Just to take that game over in the fourth quarter, running the football like that, that's a joy to see. And, those young guys got out there in that last drive, but I thought, we mixed the run and the pass really good the whole ball game.
And, Bruce, the way Jamel Dean has been playing.
Remember, it was just a week ago that the Bucs lost to the Bears in the what down is it fiasco for Tom.